Welcome everybody to the Gamers at Large, aka J&T's Fresh Take, aka Video Game Edition. It's me and T tonight on the Gamers at Large. We may have a couple people joining a little late. We did decide to start early now, so the new time will be 7 p.m. Sundays. So hope you guys are ready for that. And T, how you doing, man?
Hey there, fools. Welcome to the best podcast on YouTube.
All right. Now, first thing, we had a Nintendo Direct on Thursday. Hope you guys checked out the midweek show. We gave our thoughts on that then, but apparently, and I love this. I love this about people. Change.org they have a petition on there to remove Cloud from Smash, and then there's a petition to remove that petition. Okay. I think people are taking the change.org petition thing. Like, it started out as a good idea, but now people are getting ridiculous with it. This is just straight up ridiculous, because the first ridiculous one, well, not the first ridiculous gaming one was the whole Smash Brothers should be on Sony systems because they didn't want to play it on a subpar console. I thought that was a joke at first.
Yeah.
But that was actually true.
I mean, are these guys just trolling though? Like, because anybody can do it. So it could be somebody just trying to, for laughs and giggles.
Yeah, but when you start getting like 1,000 signatures, I don't think all of that's trolling.
The signatures ain't trolling. Like, the signatures are some straight up dudes who want to, out of there. But I guess if you can get 1,000 signatures, that means there's at least 1,000 people who feel like that shouldn't happen. So yeah, I guess it's serious and real in that aspect. So.
But, first of all, it's a game. It's a video game. This ain't net neutrality. This is a freaking video game.
This is not what change.org was built for. It was built for real causes. Not this nonsense. Come on.
And the sad thing about it was, okay, the petition to get Cloud removed, all right, fine. But the petition to remove that petition, I'm just shaking.
But that is just a joke. That's got to be jokey.
I'm hoping that one I feel is a joke. That one I feel is like, you know what? If y'all gonna be that stupid, I'm gonna be stupid.
I'm gonna be stupid too.
I'm sitting there like, you know what? I bet you people sit up here and look and think, see, that's how these gamers act. I'm like, no, not all of us. Not all of us. I did find it somewhat hilarious that people would get mad about Cloud, of all people. Cloud,
I mean, like, because even though there hasn't been a mainline Final Fantasy game on a Nintendo console, you still had stuff like Crystal Chronicles coming out. You still had other. I mean, in Square, they've been supporting the handhelds at least pretty well. So there is that. With Snake, there was nothing. There was nothing anywhere.
The thing about Snake was in Melee, he was supposed to have been there originally, but they didn't have time to put him in because it was too late.
Yeah. And
they owed Kojima a favor. So that's why he got in Brawl. That's
why he was in Brawl, right. So yeah, I mean, all we've gotten from, Konami, well, not Konami, but at least all we've gotten from Kojima's side is we got late ports, and they weren't made by Konami. It wasn't made by Kojima's team, like Twin Snakes and the 3DS
3
Snake Eater 3. Yeah. So that's understandable. But Cloud, I mean, I don't think that's. I think that makes more sense. And if you're seriously upset about that, something's wrong.
Yeah, because I mean, and first of all, how many times have people been saying, "Ooh, man, I would love to see Link versus Cloud"? Like, how many times has that been said? I mean, the whole Link versus Cloud thing. They even did a death battle for Link versus Cloud, which I found to be highly hilarious and funny because there was a lot of people mad that Cloud didn't win that fight. So it's one of those situations where it's funny to hear people say that. It's funny to have the petition do that, and especially on something like change.org, which really did start out as for real issues, and then see that devolve into people just want to put something up because they just don't like it.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad. I mean,
it's nonsense.
It's nonsense and sad. But me personally, I'm actually looking forward to Cloud being in there. I'm wanting to play with the Advent Children version of him because I never did like the soldier costume. Yeah. I always thought it looked stupid. Mm-hmm. So not that the Advent Children one doesn't look equally stupid, it just looks better.
It's better, yeah.
My opinion. I mean, it just really looks better. So I'm with that. I just wish they would have let him have like the 6 blades in there from the Advent Children movie. But I can understand why. Right. I completely understand why. So that being said, because we know they're doing amiibos for everybody, because the Mewtwo amiibo came out this past week. We know we're getting a Ryu and Roy one. So this is feeding into my next topic with the whole amiibo addiction. Cloud's amiibo. I wonder how fast it's gonna go.
Oh boy. You better get it while you can. Well, you see it, don't sleep on it. You better get it.
Better pre-order if they let you.
Yeah, if you can pre-order, that's you even better off. But it's gonna be out of there.
Yeah. Now, amiibo addiction. Now, there has been every time.
It's real.
Yeah, every time you're like, okay, I got all the ones I need. I just wanted this set because I've done that. I've only wanted this set. I got my Legend of Zelda set. I'm good to go. Mm-hmm. I got my Kid Icarus set. I'm good to go. Now Nintendo decides that they're gonna give you, hey, Twilight Princess HD. Yeah, we know this ain't a real remake. We know it's an up-res port, but guess what? You're gonna get it anyway. No, I'm not. Link amiibo. Yes, I am.
Damn you.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's no way you can pass that up.
No, you can't.
No way. I'm with you. Like I was just saying. I'm like, all right, I'm winding it down. I don't have the Kid Icarus set yet. I still need Kid Icarus and Palutena, and then and that's a couple more. It was one more. I can't think of it right now. But I was like, that's it. I'm done. I got my all amiibos I want. And then they drop your boy Wolf Link, and I'm like, God dang you guys.
The sad thing about it was when they dropped it, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the direct, I'm like, okay, man, Twilight Princess is not my favorite Zelda game, but I did enjoy it. I mean, it's okay. I don't see why I'll probably get it later, probably when it go down in price. Wolf Link amiibo. Amazon.
Yeah. And I got the Amazon. It was too late, son.
Yeah. I went on to Amazon. People, I kid you not, I went to Amazon probably about 5 minutes after they announced it would be up for pre-order while the direct was going on.
Yeah, I should have done it while it was happening. I didn't think about it.
And it was already said currently unavailable.
Yep. Wow.
I'm like, God damn, man.
5 minutes after the announcement on the live feed.
Yeah.
It was gone.
So they did take your email address though. So hopefully if they get restocked, because I will give Amazon this, they are good about that. If they get a restock or they'll find out like how many more they can actually do, they'll send you an email to give you first dibs.
Yeah, they'll let you know.
Yeah, so that's I'm like, I'm trying to get this while it is going on. You want to know what else got filled up too? That Final Fantasy Explorers Collector's Edition.
Gone. What about
Fire Emblem one?
Fire Emblem gone, right? Gone.
Nah, it was still there.
Really?
Yeah, it was still there when last I looked.
I looked and it was gone. Let me check now, right now. Let me go in there right now.
They were taking pre-orders for it.
Okay. It was gone last time I checked.
But yeah, and this was happening during the direct. I'm like, come on, people. Can y'all at least watch the whole thing and let me do this?
Say after direct they'll go up,
Yeah.
At least give me a chance.
Yeah. They're like, y'all can go do it now if you want to. You got another tab open? Don't worry, we're gonna put up some BS to tide y'all over while y'all getting y'all pre-orders done. Freaking amiibo madness.
Oh man.
Do you think they're ever gonna make a game for it, like with straight up amiibo?
A game for what?
Just like the amiibo, like an RPG.
I think if they were going to, they would have done it already. But there's still an opportunity for like maybe the NX. I think it's a little bit late in the Wii U's life cycle. It'd be weird if they did something now. Yeah. But I think we know amiibo are going to keep going. So for the NX, I would say the launch event. Like maybe do something because I would love another Nintendo Land. Like,
oh
so
yeah,
if they did a Nintendo Land 2 or something with online this time.
yes, online as well as couch co-op.
Right. Then that would be a great opportunity for Amiibo. So
then you could put them in there. Yeah, that would actually work.
That would
actually work wonders.
Right.
Yeah. Because I don't know why a lot of people slept on
Nintendo
Land. Nintendo Land is like addicting.
It is. Nintendo Land is a great game. It's mired by not having an online multiplayer. Like, I think people would still be playing it and talking about it if it was for that. If it had that.
Because I'm not gonna lie, some of them games, especially when you get like a lot of people together.
Yeah, they're fun. Like even like the Mario Chase. Like, played that for hours with the kids. But I'd like to play with people that are good. Like I had to let them win all the time. Because I don't want them to be crying. So
no, don't do that.
I want to play people that I'm not worried about letting them win. People online. So there's a lot of good games in there. Like there's the Metroid. What do they call it? That Metroid game was awesome.
The Metroid Blast.
Yeah.
Like Metroid Blast. The only one I didn't really like was F-Zero.
F-Zero. Oh yeah, the F-Zero. It was slow. It was just like and it was only motion controls.
Yeah, I'm like that's
that wasn't working for me either.
Yes.
It seemed like it was forced. It was like making you look at the gamepad when you didn't really have to. It was just like, why am I doing that? Like,
it was kind of weird and lame. Looks like we got a question from Dr. Feelgood. Why did I not get an invite? Okay. That's probably because I saw you in Duo's podcast.
So is he available? Is that what it is?
Are you trying to say you available or something?
It's kind of quiet in here in this little room.
You could always like send a private IM. You ain't got to like answer questions live. I will put you on blast. You could always just send an IM. I mean, it ain't that serious.
There you go.
Let's see. Hold on. Just got something from Fruit Punch that's weird.
Fruit Punch Triple R or something like that?
Fruit Punch Triple R. Okay. Sorry about that. In related news to Amiibo, at the closest GameStop to my home, the manager told me that they are extremely limited to pre-ordering the Mega Man collection, Legacy Collection with the gold Mega Man Amiibo to 3 customers per store. Dang. That sucks.
Wow, that's limiting as hell.
That is limited ain't the word for that.
Are you trying to sell this thing or? Jeez.
Yeah, that's wow.
You guys, you want a gold Amiibo? Buy yourself the regular Mega Man and paint and gold.
Yeah, spray paint. I mean, that's pretty much what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even change the pose from the Smash Brothers.
Yeah, all they did was didn't paint it, and then they painted the regular colors, and it's just a bare Amiibo, and they just painted it gold. That's all it is. Same thing with Gold Mario. I didn't go crazy over that.
Yeah,
some people did.
It's just a swap.
Yeah,
it's really what it is. Now it would have been different if they would have actually, do something a little different, like actually change it.
His pose, have him holding his hand, blasting or whatever. Like that would have been something to travel for to try to get, but just a different color. Yeah, Fire Emblem Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition is out of there.
Oh, it is. Oh well, sorry, folks.
I checked yesterday. I'm pretty sure, and it was gone.
Because I checked. I want to say I checked like yesterday morning. It was still. I want to say around 11 o'clock. It was still up.
Well, it must have came back because I checked right after the direct, and they were gone. So it must have came back yesterday, and I didn't check yesterday. So
this is crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's straight up crazy.
Currently unavailable.
That is straight up crazy, man. People like they just don't care. Like, you know what? We ain't gonna listen to the whole direct. We just gonna. Oh, did you say we can pre-order it now?
Yeah, they have the Japanese import, and that thing it used and new are starting at $90. So
you can hang that up.
Yeah, that's just that's a Japanese one. I can't do nothing with that one anyway. So
yeah. So look at all the other stuff.
Yeah, you can have all the, all the collectible stuff, but you can't read it. So unless you know Japanese, you can't read the art book or whatever's in there.
Yeah. What's up, Twilight? How you doing, man?
Doing fine, man. How about y'all?
T Bizzle. What's up?
Yeah, nothing much, man. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I'm just gonna try and catch up.
Oh, right now we're on amiibo addiction.
Oh. Yeah. My addiction is about to kick back off. I'd hate to bring it back up if you've already talked about it, but my name is Twilight Bites. I'm a Nintendo fan, and there's a link in mid amiibo.
Right. So I was always wondering why you named yourself Twilight Bites.
No, Twilight Bites is complete. My whole motif is based on Twilight Princess. That's my favorite Zelda game.
That's what I was wondering. So that's okay.
That's always been my favorite Zelda game. Well, since it came out, first favorite Zelda game was A Link Between. Not A Link Between Worlds, A Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past.
And then that one came along and stole my heart. But not necessarily for the quality of the game, I would say. It's a great game. I think it's one of the best Zelda games, but more so just because of the motif, like the mood and story of it, and the thought that went behind the game to me. And so now that there's an amiibo coming out and I've been waiting on that, you know what I'm saying? Now that there's an amiibo for Wolf Link and Midna, it just seals the deal on that remake.
And
I'm a complete hypocrite.
True Form Midna's coming too as an amiibo. I mean,
oh my God.
No way.
Yeah, there's no way they're
gonna pass that money up.
No way.
that prints money on its own.
Yeah,
and when I tell you that was like the last time any game ever really got me like a Samus moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Samus is a girl. Like that's what that kind of was to me. It just was tripping me out.
Plus her line made it all the more better. We like, what? I'm so beautiful you can't talk. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. You're so arrogant, Midna. You're so hot.
Arrogance was real.
Love that confident woman. I'm telling you, man. I would totally cross over into the Twilight realm if the ladies over there are like that, for sure. Bite me some Twilight. For sure. Anyway, yeah. I'm not necessarily addicted to amiibo though, like at all. I have 3. I have Sheik, Yoshi, and Silver Mario.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
You're doing good. Cause see, at first mine was just the whole the Zelda portion.
Yeah.
That's what mine was. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the Zelda portion.
That's what it started as.
And that's part about it.
Yeah, me too. Zelda. I'm gonna get a few of the Mario characters. I'm done. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 37 amiibo later.
Oh my God.
Help me.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous.
No joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of got like that. Because then after that, it was like, you know what? Let me just go and get this Kid Icarus stuff because we don't know when we're going to get another Kid Icarus.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. I do need to go and get Pit, man, because that's another one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time.
I see the Mii Fighters set. Was that Doc?
That's Ken, huh?
Oh, he got Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Is that blue?
Yeah. Yeah, sir, you are truly addicted.
You too. I know the addiction is real over there, right? Villager. All right.
We're not about to go through all 800.
Yeah,
I know you.
I just thought I'd share. I think I'm approaching like 40 plus with mine.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is And the bad thing about it is it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse because every time we're gonna be like, you know what, I'm good, I'm set, I got the ones I need. They can be like, hey, you know what? We were thinking about doing a Kid Icarus Uprising. We're gonna port it to the Wii U, and you know what? We're getting 4 new extra. God damn it!
I want a new Kid Icarus, and I know we're not getting one.
I'd buy that game again if they did that. I would. I ain't gonna.
I mean, I would. You know what I would like, and I don't even really like multiplayer only stuff. But I would like for them to take Kid Icarus, the multiplayer portion, and put it on the Wii U. Like that game was awesome.
Yeah, the multiplayer was a lot of fun.
That multiplayer was on Chain and Uprising, and it still works.
Fast interiors.
Oh yeah. It's Smash Brothers on a 3D plane. It really is. It's got that kind of visceral quality
I never thought
to
of
it.
that. That's true.
Yeah. And Sakurai's games have a very well. We're not gonna get into all that. We're talking about Amiibo.
Yeah, but we know where you're coming from. We know where.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
These games all have that distinctive feel.
Because I'm pretty sure Star Fox gonna have theirs. We just wait on what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
I want him to break off and make a. Me and Red Knight, we talked about this. Basically, a Captain Falcon game, fighting game, like a 3D brawler or called Falcon Punch. Like that would be. Awesome.
It would only make sense. I mean, Smash Brothers has been the only game to even really define who Captain Falcon is.
Yeah.
In the past,
10 plus
million years. Yeah.
I mean, that was so crazy. I think.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they got a lot of characters in the F-Zero universe that actually do other stuff.
Yeah.
Than drive.
I mean, you got a dude slicing people with katanas.
Yeah.
And they don't. It's funny because they don't really need character, and it's a race. It's a racing game, so you don't really see those guys. But they all have like unique characters, and that should definitely be a franchise that kind of branches out and does like what do you call those spin-offs?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, let me just interject real quick. Twilight.
What?
I need you to put down the Woolly World, man.
Sorry, can't do it.
I need to. You worse than me in Splatoon and other games.
Sorry, can't do it. I still haven't even finished the game, so can't do it.
Yeah, I haven't finished World 1 yet. I'm trying to perfect all the levels, but
yeah, man,
that game is super cute, super detailed, and I mean, it really is addictive.
Yeah, I mean, I gave up on trying to 100% it the first go through. I'm just gonna go back once I'll do the best I can.
It's hard.
But then
it's hard to 100%
come back later.
Sure.
And I would say this, even though I'm on this World 1,
about to die.
It's actually it gets to the point where it's almost impossible just to even right now get through the level 100% the first time going through it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
That's not impossible. And then when it comes to even going back and finding stuff, okay, the yarn balls and the flowers, you can always kind of tell which one you're missing and where it may be located at. But those damn stamps.
Yeah.
I played a level at least 8 times. And I still only got 19. I'm like, dude, when I find that 21, I'm going to blow it to shit.
The only things I really care about right now are the yarn things. But because the flowers, they unlock the extra level in the world.
And the yarn unlocks the Yoshi.
But man, those levels are just, brutal, dude. Brutal. It's ridiculous.
I actually heard that was one of the more challenging things about Yoshi's Woolly World was those extra levels.
Oh yeah. They're like Donkey Kong Country Returns hard.
They sucker you in thinking you good, and then they hurt your feelings.
And they whoop your behind. It's just like Yoshi's Island. Like Yoshi's Island had the same mechanic, and
Okay. I remember those days.
Well, even Terminator Juice was saying that after a while going through the main game that it becomes less about perfecting and just more, and you get to the point where you're just happy about completing the level because it gets that hard.
Yeah.
Like
this level I'm on right now is like that.
He said, first I was trying to get everything, but now it's like I'm just struggling just to beat the level.
Yeah, dang. You think this game is cute? You think this game is pretty? Okay, all right. Get to level 5. Get to World 5. Let's see you talk after that. You gotta love those that attention to detail that they do on these platforms, bro.
Yeah, my wife brought one thing to the one of those small details to light. She was playing one day and she said that she saw, this is the first world, she saw one of the Shy Guys holding something. She says, "What the hell is that? A stick?" And she said she got a closer look. She said, "Is that a damn crochet needle?"
Yeah.
And I agree with her. She said they could have just given him any kind of regular old stick, but a damn crochet needle.
Exactly. They really put a lot of thought into this damn game.
Had to make a point.
Woolly World. Oh my goodness.
Gotta get off topic a little bit.
Yeah, completely.
Let's see. From Fruit Puncher, we got they have a strong feeling that Nintendo's gonna make a Slippy Toad and Peppy Hair amiibo for Star Fox.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably more than likely.
It's more likely to be Slippy than Peppy, I bet you.
Yeah.
And I bet you if it's Slippy, it's going to sell like hotcakes just because people hate him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I wonder if they'll do like an Andros one though.
You know what? I can see that happening. I really could see that happening.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did Game & Watch, they can do Andros.
Yeah, that is true because Game & Watch has like what 5 different pieces you can put on. You can change them out to.
Yeah. Well, I think it comes with sitting on one. There's 3 more underneath. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I can see them doing that. That would be interesting because we know they're probably gonna put it in all their major games anyway.
But what I do want them to make is a Landmaster and R-Wing. I do want those amiibo.
Yeah.
And if they do it, they need to put in a pack like they did with Splatoon. I ain't trying
True.
I'm trying to get that all at the same time.
And you know what? Why not make it where it's like transformable? I would like that. At least the R-Wing, it has a few adjustments. You can turn it into the Walker.
Oh, the Velociraptor?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Basically.
It's basically a Velociraptor. Somebody at Platinum was watching Jurassic World.
Yep. They capitalizing on Jurassic World and Star Wars.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we got any other questions here. Oh, no other questions so far. So, collector's editions. Me and T had started talking about like the fact that is it that serious? Because usually when you get a collector's edition or a limited edition or anything, it goes before they even end whatever they're talking about.
Yeah.
Case in point, Thursday's Direct. Special edition for Fire Emblem. That was gone before the Direct was over with.
Ain't no way.
Special edition for Final Fantasy Explorers gone before the Direct was over with.
They must have a lot of Xenoblades then, because I've been able to find it everywhere.
Yeah, Xenoblade. I was able to pre-order mine on Amazon when they first went up. They were sold out, but then somebody told me that they're back taking orders for them again.
Well, yeah, I think Amazon, but they've always also been available. Like I think the second store they became available that was Best Buy GameStop. They were available at GameStop only online, and then I think like a week later they let you do it in store, which is when I got mine. Those bastards require $25 down. But then it's been on Best Buy ever since they announced it, and you can still go, but it's online only. But they're still available at Best Buy.
As of now, because I'm currently still in the hunt, they are available online only at both GameStop and Best Buy. Amazon has been sold out every single time it's been available. The special edition of Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh yeah, luckily I already got that.
Anytime it went up on Amazon, it was not there for longer than 15 minutes.
So do you think the regular game is gonna sell out? Probably not.
No, it's an RPG and it's niche, so no.
Because I'm not interested. I'm not really interested in picking up the collector's edition at this point.
If Final Fantasy doesn't sell out like that, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about just the game.
Yeah.
I don't think any RPG has ever sold out like that.
Well, Xenoblade did originally because they didn't expect it to sell at all, so it was very little. They
didn't make that many copies.
Yeah, but Nintendo's pushing this one, so there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear him at during the Direct, telling Metroid fans to be looking for this game? You know?
Zelda fans,
Metroid fans, look for this game. Like, be excited for this too.
Yeah, that means there will be many of them available for you to buy. So.
Right. No, because they kind of screwed themselves over when they showed the little clip. It was a Metroid scale in there. There was a scale that looked like Samus in there.
Oh, really?
It was orange and orange, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
And when you look at the head looked like her visor.
Well, I would like my amiibo to be able to customize.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you're going to be able to do that. Yeah. It was just like with Ace Combat.
Yeah. It was kind of like a like when he said that. That's when I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But I'm sorry, I'm still making my Gundam, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want my not Getcha Man. What's the name of it? Tekka Man. Have you ever heard of Tekka Man? I want to make one that look like Tekka Man, but not the old one. The new.
Oh, you talking about that? It was originally called, I think, Techno Man in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just want the Robotech Crystal Dreams transforming plane. If I can get that, then that'll work for me.
I just want Inspector Gadget.
It's good to see that the
Go Gadget watch Apple.
I'm glad that the fuel doesn't burn out as quickly as I thought it would.
Yeah, because when they did the last survival guide or whatever,
yeah,
it does look like it's actually going to be longer than I even imagined it was going to be. So that's good, because the one thing I like about the scales thing is, and there's a lot of information in that last survival guide, was the fact that it looks like it's going to take a lot to take those down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah. And you can have like 3 or 4 people actually joining in on a fight. So if you're fighting a tyrant, you ain't got to have like just one person in scale and 3 people on foot. No, you can have like all 4 of you on scale fighting that thing.
Well, this is the thing that I noticed. Like, so the amount of scale that you have in your party, it maxes out your attributes and defense for that entire party. So you can have people on the ground. Their defense is increased exponentially because you have a scale or more and more in the party.
Yeah.
It kind of pimps out the whole. You have fuel, so it's basically saying that be very careful when you decide to use arts in the scales. However, they just showed another feature that basically, if you're good enough and your timing is good enough, you basically have infinite fuel to use for arts. If you know how to get into overdrive and stay into overdrive, basically is what they were trying to show you. Yep. So if you're good enough, fuel will be of no consequence to you.
And I actually like the fact that when you jump out of it, it recharges.
Yeah.
So I didn't even notice that.
Jump out, because if you don't do the soul chain right, and so you don't get the fuel thing right, you can still at least jump out of it. You know, fight a little bit on the ground, let it charge back up, and then jump back in.
Yep.
So
they went up full Monster Hunter on this. This game has a whole curriculum to it.
Yeah.
You can literally take a little training class on this game for real.
To be fair, the first game was like that too, but
this seems like it's gonna be on a whole nother level though, man. Like,
because you got online, if you got online where people can join in while you actually do it.
Exactly. That's awesome.
This is gonna make fighting tyrants way easier than it was on Xenoblade.
Has anybody even done anything on that at all? I haven't seen any Japanese videos or anything touching on that feature at all.
That's what I'm wondering.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either.
Actually, when they did the Japanese direct for it, it was in there. Because I had to watch the sub. It took me a while to find the subbed one, but they did talk about it. It was like toward the end.
Okay.
I feel like it's so like seamlessly integrated with the regular game that maybe we might not like. Notice it at first or something. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be like Dark Souls or something where people just hop in, hop out, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be actually interesting because you know what that means. That means we're probably gonna be teaming up to take down a couple of tyrants, because I saw a couple of them that's probably I'm gonna be needing help with.
Oh yeah.
I need a couple of help with some tyrants in the regular Xenoblade.
Exactly. That's one game that I don't think I'm really actually good at. I love playing it, but I don't think I'm like skilled at that game.
Man, I find it takes a certain number of ass whoopings to get the epiphany, and you're like, you know what? I don't even need equipment. Like, I can just max out these stats.
There you go.
And have mass evasion. And like once you start getting that stuff down, you can start doing the stuff you see on YouTube and have a fully naked party and still be able to be effective.
Yep.
So it just depends on, you got to play with your base stats, and just like you would in any other MMO or the RPG like that. So
grind and get your stats up and
match the stats of the character based on.
See, my problem is I'm of the Monster Hunter mentality that equipment is everything. Yeah. And so it kind of carries over to everything that I play. With Monster Hunter, you don't have base stats. You know, you got the stats are your equipment.
Your equipment, yeah.
And so I'll be thinking of it like that, and I just I don't give enough time to base stats, I guess, with Xenoblade. I haven't. I just don't. It's so much fucking math and shit. It's so much. I'm just like,
my problem is that as much as I want to, I love grinding in RPGs to be well ahead of the next boss, so any boss I fight, they just go down easily. But with all the stuff I have to play right now, just on my Wii U, I don't have time to grind for Xenoblade Chronicles.
Well, like, I'm gonna make time for Xenoblade X.
I was gonna say I don't have time to play anything else once Xenoblade Chronicles drops.
Exactly.
Because like you don't have time to grind in Skyrim. Like you wouldn't have time to grind in something like that because literally you have to grind to be good at that game, at least initially.
The problem with Xenoblade that I know that I love and hate at the same time is the fact that you can just accidentally walk into a tyrant.
Oh yeah. Game over.
And then you just screw.
Yeah.
The
hilarious I need to go take care of this side quest. I'm trying to go take care of the side quest, and behind you is a tyrant.
I wonder if it's gonna happen the same way like it did in Xenoblade, where they had ironic things where like you're sitting over there and you run across this patch of squirrels over there or whatever, and then you realize one of them is like level 180.
Yeah, the rest of them
are owned by a squirrel.
The rest of them are level 6, and then you got one that's level 8 million. Like, God damn.
And you get owned by a squirrel. There's like
one that looks exactly the same like the rest of them.
Yep.
You know.
You don't know until that fight starts.
Or the one where you turn a corner and it's a new enemy and you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he look at you like, what the hell is that?
Exactly.
Let's go.
And what the hell do you think you're doing over here?
What you doing over there?
Yeah.
I think with this new Xenoblade, they really capitalized on the wonder of. It was like the best quality of the old game to me, more so than the story was the wonder and the discovery of it. You know what I'm saying? And now this new game is like based completely off of the discovery, and I think that's really cool. Yeah. I think that was a wise decision.
The only complaint I think I have about the game, man, as far as what I've seen thus far, is the same complaint that Liger has. Just like we saw in that first video where that gorilla threw that big ass boulder and dude was running away and it still like hit him dead his back and killed him. It's like if I'm not that close to you, man, that boulder should not reach me. And I remember he did a video saying that's his only gripe is that even with just regular physical attacks, you can run far out of range, but it will still hit you because it locked onto you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not a projectile, it can be like a physical punch. And it still hits you even though you're out of range.
Well, that's an ism from the old Xenoblade engine, unfortunately. So unless you're a different height, like in physical space, than the individual character, you won't leave their cone of vision, and they won't disengage, if you will.
Yeah, it becomes kind of like a game in and of itself.
Yeah.
Outside of the actual physical view, you know, I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. But
and see me, I'm.
You guys played Metal Gear before. There's magic, fucking cone view zones that you have to be in, and it's just expanded in that game. Just leave it. You'll figure out a way to leave it, and then you can exit the battle. It's one of those things. So.
Well, old dude in that video couldn't avoid it. He tried to leave it.
He's getting owned.
He got that Nolan Ryan fastball.
Yeah. Did anybody see the damage control that IGN just pulled?
On what?
As to why they give Bethesda the benefit of the doubt for having a buggy, glitchy game?
No, I did not see that.
It's like the norm now? Why is that?
Hold on. So but before you get started, you said they basically gave an excuse as to why that should be okay, essentially?
Yes.
Yeah, so that means they're going to set a precedent where it's all right for every other game to come out like that.
Well, they've been doing it for a while, and Jared Petty is one of the biggest fans of that franchise because he's been, say what you will about the guy, but he's been following them since the original Elder Scrolls or whatever. But even then, I find it a tad bit hypocritical because Daggerfall was probably the most solid game they had, and and that was also the biggest game world they had. So to go from that to Morrowind and how horrible that was in terms of being a finished product until all the 50 million patches came out or whatever. I personally was disappointed, but hey, it was finally on Xbox and now it's popular. But he was trying to say that Fallout, the scope of that world is so large and they're doing things so different than that, it's okay for weird things like your dog getting stuck in the stairs being okay. And I'm like, well, Xenoblade is a vastly larger world by comparison. So, and their game appears to be very complete. So why can't we at least mention them in the same realm since we're talking about large open world RPGs?
Because it's Nintendo.
Of course. They mentioned every one but that one.
Yeah, I don't.
They even reached as far back to mention Witcher 3
on that set. IGN's gonna always be biased. I'm sorry.
They're gonna always be indifferent. They're all gonna be willfully ignorant. It's not even bias anymore. Actively against it. It's just willful ignorance. They decide what they want to pay attention to, and that's all that there's gonna be. That's why I don't go there no more.
Now, say what you will about Sam Claiborne and Brian Altano, who were at one point in time, they were members of, I guess, the Nintendo podcast on that same channel or whatever. But when they're not on that channel, they act like they know nothing about Nintendo at that point. Because they completely oblivious. Like, hey, you know what? There's a log list of. There are 2 Halloween games that exist for that platform, and when Scoot was mentioning them, and he's sitting right there across from Demon Hatefield, if you will, they're just not mentioned. We'll just talk about Resident Evil.
Demon Hatefield.
And I'm like, there's a Fatal Frame game. Do we only mention those when they come out on PlayStation platforms? What?
We only mention anything.
Brian Altano, dude, he's just trying to fit in.
Yeah,
and it's obvious. He's just because he did the same thing when Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty was there. He was trying to fit in, and that's why they would every time they would get called out for being fanboys, they do a podcast 10 minutes later talking about how they're not fanboys.
Yeah,
sounds like every YouTube fan ever.
There you go. That's all. I'm just trying to. I think, in all honesty, he's trying to fit in. You don't want
sounds like every person claiming to be a real Nintendo fan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I'm like, I know. I figure at this point, if we're going to start to ignore platforms, at this point it should be Sony, because the majority of their stuff isn't coming out until next year. But when we go out of our way to find third-party ports of games for that platform and still ignore.
I don't count the Wii U as a platform. I don't count the Wii U as a console because the Wii U is irrelevant.
It's starting to blow my mind because they're starting to ignore 3DS too, and that's kind of weird. But we'll mention a Vita game? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
excuse my French, but
Sony probably putting some perks, giving some perks out again.
Yeah, it's all about the money, man. It's all about what people want to talk about. People don't want to talk about Nintendo. People are
because the PlayStation is selling and it's popular. But I'm like, you still had this same mentality when the Wii was selling and it was popular.
Yeah. It's Nintendo.
You went out of your way to ignore it.
Because it was an HD. It was for the hardcore Nintendo. So
it's great that they're selling, but they don't count.
Yeah, basically. Hey, looks like we got a question from Visor Red Grunt R34. What's up with people claiming Zelda U got a downgrade when there was around 10 seconds shown? Who the hell said that?
I've never even heard that. I don't even know.
Give me a name and tell me what they said.
Because I don't.
It's pointless to discuss because I've never heard that.
I haven't heard anybody say that.
I haven't heard anybody say it, but the footage is different than the first time. It's one sunset and one's like a bright, middle of the afternoon kind of a. Yeah. So
and plus it's only 10 seconds.
And it's is it that long?
Yeah, it's short. It's like so I don't know what. I don't know how anybody could even have enough time.
That sounds like typical propaganda.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're waiting for because they have no other examples of that happening on Nintendo games.
I have a question.
They're waiting to have that happen. They're hoping.
Well, I have a question, and I'm not trying to damage control myself, but can you really spot a graphical downgrade when it comes to cell shading?
Yeah.
I mean, but it'd be more difficult.
When it first came out, no, wait. Let's see. Twilight Princess when it came, no, wait. F-Zero, no, wait. Mario Kart, no. Super Mario 3D World, no. They got better. Hyrule Warriors, no. It got better. Xenoblade, no. It got better. But it's realistic the first time. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, but the world has been expanded and there's global lighting everywhere now. So obviously things got better. Even Star Fox, got better. Yeah.
There's no precedent, so
yeah. In that video, that dude didn't know what he was talking about. By the way, those weren't specular highlights. That was an effect of having global illumination on the entire scene. Specular highlights are just a texture effect. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I don't know of any games that they've released or where they've had to make that sacrifice, because typically they don't even build games that way. They build their games crudely first.
Yeah. That's why the first couple trailers look so bad.
The only game I think ended up getting a quote-unquote downgrade, if you will, was Metroid Prime 3, and that's only because the only footage we saw of it was promotional.
Yeah.
And but for whatever reason, they put Metroid Prime on there, and hey, this is for the Wii, and look at the graphics, it's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, that's not even real time. But yeah, that's the only instance I've seen of that ever happening. No, wait. All the Project Reality stuff before they found out that it wasn't going to be working on disc-based media. So a lot of that stuff ended up getting a downgrade, either visually or because of sound and stuff like that, because they ended up being on carts and there's not enough memory. So that was the only time that I remember Nintendo hardware having that problem, to my knowledge anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hope that answered your question, because I don't know why anybody would have said that when you didn't see that much.
Nah, Zelda looks good.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Yep.
And also, my self-esteem is not tied to how good this game looks.
Nope.
You know, like if the game has a downgrade, I'm not really concerned because it still looks amazing.
You're right,
Any
man.
downgrade that it has gone through is somebody going through the meticulous process of figuring that out.
Come on, Twilight. We could play the Unreal Engine version of Ocarina of Time, where you're perpetually young Link and you're perpetually in Daruna, and you would never ever be able to have proper hit detection.
Yeah.
But it looks great, and the grass
looks good.
Grass doesn't move. It looks great though.
And the grass is uncuttable, which is a fail.
These people have gotten way too shallow. I mean, that's why I went off. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But yeah, people have gotten so shallow, and it's to
great
me.
Podcast,
I've said my thank you. Yeah, that self-made podcast. But anyway, yeah, I mean, people have gotten too shallow. I've said my piece on it. People know.
It's all these demands. Like, I don't remember making demands back in the day when I was playing video games.
Yeah. I didn't either. I just played.
You know, if it was available and I liked it, I played it. Like,
there's a YouTuber. He's become like maybe my favorite YouTuber next to y'all on YouTube, and that is this guy named Zobi70. And maybe I shouldn't even mention his name. But Zobi said,
Zobi's funny.
On one of his videos, he was like, none of this stuff we do is cool, guys. Like, why are y'all worried about what's cool? You can't go to your wife or some chick at the club and be like, yo, I'm about to play this Fire Madden in a little while. You want to come down and, hang with us while we play this Madden, this Fallout 4. Stop trying to be cool. Like, it don't matter.
It's not going to get you cool points, man.
It's not
Fallout 4 and chill.
That would not graduate you.
That's what I think. That's something he
relationship
said.
status.
I think that's what he said. Fallout 4 and chill.
Nah.
Assassin's Creed and chill.
You're not picking anybody up.
Like,
hold on, you're in the Mexican standoff, but you play Grand Theft Auto, so you're able to dissolve the situation at that point. You play GTA, I play GTA.
Being cool is overtaking like actual quality of games. And that's why we were talking about IGN earlier, not mentioning anything Nintendo related. That's all that is. That's all that is just mentioning what's hot.
But at some point, you mature. So if you are 30-something years old, why are you still worried about childish insults you had when you were 15? And it's all nerdy anyway.
Because things.
All of it. Yeah.
And so here's the irony, right? Remember back in the day when you played Sport Talk football or Tecmo Bowl or something like that, and the jocks would come to you and say, "Nah, why don't you play real football outside?" Now all the jocks are like, "Man, this Madden."
Yeah. And that's the problem. That's the problem is games have become a little more mainstream, and so you got mainstream people. Games weren't always for the mainstream. They were a niche category in and of themselves. That's why you got a lot of Johnny-come-latelys, as I think Mr. T said. Maybe it was somebody else, but you got a lot of people who wasn't really into games like that coming through and bringing that kind of personality to the mix. And then you got the impressionable young minds, as I like to call them, who they want to be cool. They want to be cool.
They want to be cool. They want to be accepted, and they feel like this is the best way for them to get accepted. If they rag on,
join a fraternity. Like what are we doing here? Like,
come get hazed. Yeah.
Do something. Like, I don't know. Get a girlfriend. Then you'll realize how precious gaming is.
Yeah, dude, I don't think that's gonna happen for him, dude.
Nah, man. Nah, you get a girlfriend and you realize, like, man, I miss my fucking gaming.
Yeah.
And then you might open your mind to some new fun shit.
Raise that to the second power if you have children.
I bet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, and I don't hope to know anytime soon.
Good man.
Yeah. It's a struggle.
Too young for that.
That's right. That Yoshi's World and Chill ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But see, I'm dating somebody right now who's like cool with that type of shit. Like, she will sit there and watch me play Yoshi's Woolly World. And the last one I was dating played Smash Brothers Melee more than I did. What? So it's like, if you date somebody, and she was actually like fine. She was attractive. It wasn't like she was some, stereotypical weeaboo type chick. Regular person.
Now,
she was secure in herself. She wasn't like worried about people saying, "Oh, you playing that childish game? Can't believe you play video games." Who gives a crap? Like,
I'm the type of dude that would do that in the middle of a Best Buy or a GameStop and dare somebody to say something. Like, I would sit there and just be myself, standing there or whatever, with the normal frown I always have on my face, playing the game and having a good time. And I would dare for somebody to say something. Like, I just really me.
Yeah, nobody.
No, there ain't nobody.
I'm not saying that.
Ain't nobody that crazy.
They'll wait until they go online.
Yeah, the keyboard then you get gassed up.
The keyboard like alcohol, ain't it?
What were we talking about?
Plastic courage.
So kids, let this be a lesson to you that
new show title: Plastic Courage.
Work.
Twilight Bites. What are you using? Are you using the Pro Controller?
I'm using the GameCube controller right now.
Oh, you to play Yoshi?
No, Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay.
I wish. Yoshi's Woolly World was kicking my ass. I'm on the last world, and there's this lava world, and it's just too much right now.
Hold on.
I'm worn out.
So the game that's catering to children actually requires skill?
I wouldn't let my child play this. My child would be so angry.
I feel the same way about Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I don't know why people think Sunshine is a bad game, because that game is hard.
Bad. It's just hard, and I don't think it's bad.
That game is hard.
I mean, the camera is a little not.
Have y'all ever played that level on Mario Sunshine that has the flying sand bird thing?
Yes.
It's like a sand bird
made
of sand cubes. That is insane, and you can still beat it. But no Mario game has come to that level of challenge since or after. Since or before, really. Like that was crazy.
Those bonus levels without the water pack. Remember how everybody was complaining about the water pack? Play one of them bonus levels, you appreciate the hell out of the water pack.
Oh yeah, I don't know why you complain about that. People don't need a reason to complain. Never mind.
Basically going back to Mario 64.
Yeah, old school.
And they just some tough platforming up in there.
I don't know, man. I found Mario Sunshine to be harder, and not just because of the camera. That's
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mario Sunshine. I'm talking about we're talking about those bonus levels where you don't have the water pack.
Yeah.
Sunshine expected a hell of a lot out of you. It's like, look, you've played Mario 64 before. On crack, let's go.
You got this.
We'll even give you Yoshi so he can die in the water. Let's go.
And people always forget that's like a huge shoes to fill for a game to come after Mario to be 64. The sequel to the game that changed gaming. Like, how do you expect it to match your expectations? It just can't.
Yeah.
I've been wondering what people like. I wonder what any company, not just Nintendo. I don't think that's personally like a bias against Nintendo issue. I think that's just gaming in general. Like, what would a company have to do if they create something that really changed the landscape of gaming? I think what would they have to do to follow it up and satisfy?
The biggest issues with Mario Sunshine were they lacked variety because it was where it was the setting.
Yeah, it had a motif.
Yeah. So you couldn't do the the ice levels and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what was it? The other one that I had was even better. I can't remember it. Like I said, the controls was a little, not the controls, the camera was a little bit funky at times.
Yeah,
it was only at certain levels though.
Yeah, this is what it is. It's the hub world basically. It's so huge. That was one of the people's gripes with Mario Galaxy, the first one, was that the hub world you had to do all this extra stuff to like get to the next level to play and whatnot.
That's part of the game, though.
But yeah, to me that's fine. But I could see where that would be off for people because a lot of people like Mario Galaxy 2 because it was just like level.
It was basically Mario 3.
Basically, yeah.
I found that kind of lame, to be totally honest with you. I mean, it wasn't like
I actually like the other way. I like the hub world, Mario. See, that's why I felt like it was more closer to Mario 64 because it did have a hub world.
Yeah, I hope they don't do away with that completely with the next 3D Mario game.
I like that because like Rosalina had something different to tell you every time you came back from a level and stuff like that. So
the whole library thing.
And y'all know to this day, I still have not touched any of that.
You haven't touched the library?
To this day.
That's what the Rosalina story is, and that's where that's where the whole.
That's where you find out that Mario's her dad and Princess is her mom.
It is confusing. It was like, what? Oh, wait a minute.
Wow.
All right, guys, we got a question, and this one's from Fruit Puncher. Did any of you guys play the Sunshine level where you need to drive atop of a leaf trying to reach the end while collecting 8 red coins in a pond of instant death water?
Yes, I got every star in this game.
Oh, somebody got something in the background. Okay.
Yeah. I've done all of them. Every extra hidden bonus level, to include the one where you have to have Yoshi and go underneath the entire island. I've done all of them.
I haven't maxed that game yet. Still.
Yeah, I haven't maxed that one. I never maxed that one. So
getting all the stars in that game is a nightmare, but it's doable. It's doable.
Yeah.
It just takes, just like any other game, man. It just takes perseverance. I think I did it in maybe about 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the difference for me was that I did it on Mario 64, but I had like 3 N64 games at the time. So I was like, I'm just gonna play the crap out of this. When time GameCube rolled around, I had a Dreamcast. I had a lot of other games. And I was like,
even on GameCube, it was a whole bunch of stuff out then. Like I was playing a lot of stuff.
I wouldn't even count one.
And Extreme G, and I was playing all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished Mario 64 DS, which had more stars than the original.
Yeah.
But I never finished the original.
Yeah, it was like 140 or something, right?
Yeah, it was 140. That was life for a little while.
Yeah, it was more difficult to me because you had to deal with the different mechanics of
the D-pad. I could never grasp that. The D-pad.
No, I liked playing it with the D-pad for some reason.
Who played it with the little thumb thing? Did anybody play it with that?
The little thumb thing.
I tried it for like 3 weeks. The little thumb attachment, the little thing where you put it on your thumb and you use that.
Wow, you went way back with that. No, I never messed with that.
Yeah, I did that for like a week or so, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to grin and bear it with this D-pad because it's not.
It's just like
it didn't work.
Like you dealing with
Mario
the
on a touchscreen.
Yeah, you're dealing with that little. You're dealing with the little DS screen, and you're dealing with those them jumps you got to make, and you're dealing with the D-pad. So it's like, I don't know if I can handle that, and that's why it never clicked for me, because the controls mostly in the size of the screen. I couldn't really judge depth. I couldn't really judge jumps.
They need to re-release that for the 3DS or new Nintendo 3DS.
No, they need to re-release Sunshine or something. Sunshine. If you're gonna, I'm tired of re-releases, to be totally honest with you. But if you're gonna re-release a Mario platform, it needs to be Sunshine.
Well, the reason why I say that though, because that game had special additional content to it, and like we just discussed, not everybody can play it.
I mean, they got 3DS virtual console, so yeah, you're right. Yeah, they can do that easy. I'm just in the whole mentality of enough for the re-releases.
Yeah, we need GameCube.
Don't make it a big thing. Just make it a virtual console release.
Yeah, because admittedly, while I love the fact that Twilight Princess is coming, like I'm not gonna buy it if it ain't enough extra shit. Like Amiibo is not going.
I'm sorry, it's enough for me.
Nah,
I just want to know what it is, what they're gonna actually add to it. Like, what's
it just depends.
Twilight
really
Bites is gonna pass up on that Amiibo.
I might try to figure out how to get it separately.
Yeah, they said they were gonna release it separately too. So.
Yeah, but they said it was gonna be kind of difficult though. So it was basically like you might want to pre-order.
If the re-release just really doesn't have anything to it. But it's like, of course they're gonna make it to where it plays like Wind Waker HD. So if that's the case, then it'll be interesting to play Twilight Princess with a regular ass remote again.
Yeah, it's gonna be the GameCube version, but I think it's also gonna be somewhat Wii version, because they're gonna use the gamepad to aim your bow and arrow and stuff and all that stuff too. So I think that's gonna be cool, because I never played the GameCube version, so it'll be almost a different experience, playing it. That way.
I actually like the GameCube version more than the Wii version, actually.
It's just a little, because the first version that I played was the Wii version, so it's kind of jarring to go and like everything's to the left now. Like you have to, they rearranged the entire game.
I haven't played it in so long; it's not even gonna affect me. I don't think.
It's gonna definitely affect me, like, because I learned that map, like I memorized that map even today.
Like the entire map of Hyrule.
It might be some Master Quest. It might be some Master Quest action for me, for real.
It's the only Zelda that I never went back through again. It's the only one I only beat once. So
really?
I went back through
like 5 times.
2006.
The reason I didn't go back through it, the second time on Wii, was because that damn, I keep talking about this all the time, but that last item you get that increases your mobility tenfold, like I don't want to play the game anymore without that.
What item are you talking about?
The spinning gear thing, the little spinning top thing.
Spinning top.
And they're spread all across the entire main map.
And I hardly ever use that thing.
I used the hell out of that thing.
I guess by the time I finally unlocked it within the game, I was just more concerned with other stuff. But it does increase your mobility.
I quit running after that.
Yeah.
Much easier.
I don't need a pony either. I'm just gonna use the spin top.
Yeah. All right, guys. We just hit up on an hour, so we're gonna wrap it on up for this episode. Thanks for everybody for joining. Thanks for asking your questions, peeps. Before we get out of here, I do want you guys to know that we are planning on doing our second annual Largies. So we will be having a couple of our award show.
It's our award show, man. Award show.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a couple of fan categories. They will be up in the Facebook community and the Google community. It should be up sometime next week. So you guys have enough time to vote and all of that good stuff. So we'll give you our outros and then we'll get out of here. Twilight Bites.
Bye.
All right, that's quick. That's to the point. Shadow.
Roll Ninja K9 Descent. Do you play games to have fun or to impress other people?
To impress other people.
Bet.
And it's been answered for you. T.
Play Nintendo, fools.
Yeah.
Yup.
And Dr. Feelgood.
Meet Lord Dynamo on the turf, you bastards.
And the gauntlet has been thrown down. So, catch you guys later. Y'all hope everybody has a good evening. Peace out.
Splatoon, bitches.
No.